Hey, everybody, I'm Robert,
I'm Henry.
and we're just two guys 2026. This is a part of our health series, and today we'll be dealing with death, life before and after. My friend and colleague Henry is going through a situation which we will get into. I've already been through this situation, and I'm here. So I know my friend and colleague Henry will make it through. But when I lost my mother, it was the most devastating experience of my whole life. And I lived with the threat of her dying at the age of 10. She lived with me for the age of 38. And I went through a lot of different stages. I never really put it together that she would ever die. And then she did. And it destroyed me. I almost died, but I'm here. We'll get into more details in our part two series of this, but this is the beginning stages that Henry is going through. A family member, unfortunately, is on the decline, and we want to share this to make everyone aware that it's going to be okay. You will make it. I promise. Henry?
Right now, my mom is slowly declining, and she's had a rough time of it. Uh, I thought I was going to lose her last night, and thank God, I did not. Uh, but you start to think about death, the inevitability of it, and how to deal with it, and you know, you try to prepare for something like that, but you never really can. And I think at the end of the day, it's important to be grateful for the time that we've had with our loved ones, your mother, your father, your brothers and sisters, your children. Don't take them for granted. You know, use this time if you have it. Tell them you love them, hang out with them, go out to dinner with them, have fun with them. Enjoy the time because there will be a time when they'll be gone. And you know, unfortunately, it may happen sooner than later. You know, and I'm grateful that I've had my mother for 95 years, and I hope to have her a little while longer. But I don't know. Anything can happen at any time, and it's important that we, you know, take you know our time and slow down and share ourselves with them.
I think what everyone gets lost in this process
You know,
is being grateful for the time you had and taking advantage of the time you have left.
that's right.
Uh,
That's
I
right.
think those things have been lost.
I think you're right, and I think people live in the fast lane. You're constantly moving, jumping, doing this, doing that, rushing to work, going here, going there. Slow down. Spend time with these people. Enjoy their company because they could be gone tomorrow. And believe that you will make it through. It's going to be hard. It's going to be devastating. It's like Robert said. It's the hardest thing he ever lived through, and it's probably going to be the hardest thing you'll ever live through yourself. But know at the end of the day that you will get through, right? And use those memories, use the time, and reflect back on it, and that will help you. That will help you. And
It's one of the toughest
you
things
know,
when you have the clear vision and the wherewithal to see. So Henry has this gift and power. I have this gift and power. When you see this, it's tough. It hurts. You can't stop it. You're helpless. There's nothing you can do.
nothing you can do.
And you have to just be strong. I know it's easy to say for me because I've already been through it and I've overcome it. I dealt with 10 years of depression. Henry may deal with it differently. Different people, different pathways to getting out of the shitstorm. Um, I just can. tell Henry right now that, and everyone else out there, you will get through this.
I believe him. I believe
It's
him.
not going to be easy. And I don't ever want to tell anyone it's going to be easy. Everyone is different, especially, when you don't have a close relationship. But at the end of the day, this is your mother, this is your father, and you got to love them. They brought you into this world.
They raised you.
They raised you. They loved you
Yeah.
unconditionally. These two individuals in your life, regardless of how bad the relationship may be, fix it.
Yeah.
You do not treat your parents this way. Revere them, love them, cherish them, make memories. And when you know the inevitable is happening, be strong and make better memories.
And be with them.
Exactly.
Be with them. Spend the time. Find a way to do it.
And Henry has that gift.
Find the way
of spending time. Me, my mother wasn't transparent with me. She held the fact in herself that she was going to die in 6 months to a year, and it was exactly about 7 to 8 months when she passed. She never told me. I started to see the signs, and so I spent more time with her. That's what Henry is doing, making trips into the city to see his mother when it's necessary and when it's not necessary. So I'll be here when he needs it most to let him know that everything he's going through is normal.
And be grateful for the time you've had, and because, like I said, you never know what can happen. There's more to life than work. There's more to life than money. There's more to life than possessions and material things. Focus on them when time is short. Spend the time. Take the sabbatical.
You won't regret it.
Take the time.
And I wasn't given that. My mother knew. And my mother knew, had she told me, I would have quit. I'd have quit work. I'd have quit life. I'd have just spent time with her. She knew that wasn't the good thing to do. I still needed to work. I still needed to be professional. My mother knew. So she also protected me. She was still protecting me in her decline. So Henry's situation is different. Henry sees this. This is just a natural process. My mother had a health condition which made things difficult. Rheumatic fever, which then destroyed 2 of her heart valves. So we knew she wasn't going to live into my 60s. So, and people who have had a mother for 50 some odd years of their life, and you're only 60 some odd years, how fucking lucky is that? Yeah. I didn't get that.
I'm grateful for that.
And I'm grateful for the time that I got.
I'm grateful.
Make amends with your parents.
Right. Be there for them like they were there for you, right? Think about it. I'm grateful that you get unconditional love. Very few people in your life will give you unconditional love. Very few people. No matter what you do, they will love you. And for me, I've been very lucky. My mother has been one of them. My daughter, I'm blessed, and I hope you are too. I hope you have people that no matter what, they will love you, because we need that in our lives, And remember, make the time, be with them.
So this is our first series in dealing with death. We'll be getting into more details. We'll be getting into some healthy advice for everyone. This is important that everyone, you're going to go through this. If you have a relationship with your parents, you will be going through this. And we're hoping that this will help others be able to maneuver through the stages and notice things better. And you have support. You're not alone in this.
You're not alone.
We all go through this. And believe me, as a child, as a son to a mother and a father, the worst thing that could ever happen is a child dying on their parents. So we have to go through this. We have to live. We have to put our parents to rest. It's part of the process. So be thankful that you get that opportunity, because many people don't. And the parents' worst nightmare is losing a child. Our worst nightmare is losing our parents, but it's part of the life's journey. It's part of the process. And it doesn't make it any easier. And Henry has been trying to prepare himself. And I've already told him, you could prepare yourself all you want. You're never prepared.
You're never prepared.
You're never prepared. You can be prepared financially or materialistically, whatever. But emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, you are never prepared.
It's going to be the hardest thing you're going to go through, and just believe that you're going to make it. Have faith in God.
Exactly. I was just about to say, have faith in the Lord and
in
spirituality
God,
and God to guide you through this.
And it will get better. It will get better.
I know that for a fact. I had many people. I mean, I was drinking myself into oblivion. I was over 350 pounds. I almost died in the hospital with MRSA. And I said to myself, this is who Robert is. This isn't what my parents raised. And this isn't certainly what my mother would be happy about. So I changed. I made the change to be alive because my parents wouldn't want me to be a shit show.
That's right. And we're all capable of change. People say, oh, people never change. Well, that's true. That's I'm not saying it. It's true. You can change. You have the power to change, So don't listen to people saying that, oh, you'll never change, or that's true. It's not. You can change. If you want to, you can do it. You can. Believe me, I've changed. I have changed in so many different ways in these recent years, and through all the shit and stuff I have been through, and I'm better for it, and you will be too. You will be too. Focus on being a better person, a better human being. Show kindness, humility.
What we're trying to say
and
is
respect.
Use this tragic event in your life and put a positive spin and make the changes to be a stronger person, because you're gonna go through it. Everyone's gonna go through it unless you're not living, but everyone's gonna go through the loss of a parent, and it is, with our relationships with our parents, one of the worst and most horrific things you can go through. And we're here to help you through it. You're not alone. Cry whenever you need to cry. Get angry.
You will cry.
And get angry. I was so, real quick, let me just tell everybody, after my mother's passing, I was angry. I was mad at God. I even cussed him out. Thank God I wasn't struck by lightning. I cussed him out. I was so angry at him. How the fuck do you have this happen? Hurting us. It's part of life.
That's right.
I made amends with the Lord. Went to church, in church that I grew up in, and prayed. And I told him, I apologize. That I understand that life doesn't last forever in the form we're currently in, and that death is inevitable. And that took a lot of courage for me to confront and overcome. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid. I just don't want it to be painful. And that's why I'm taking a better, healthier approach. And I'm going to help everybody get through this. I'm going to help Henry get through this.
We're going to help you.
We're going to help you get through this. So, you can message us, email us at just2guys2026@gmail.com. And we can support you through this.
I know that we're always wishing you the best now and always. And as always, thanks for watching.
That was really good.